Hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. I will share with you one of the first articles that I saw this morning. October 20, 2025. Nagulat ako. Sabi ko, uy, parang may na-miss yata akong report from CBSA kako. Baka may latest data sila tungkol sa mga bilang ng mga taong pinapadeport. Because ito po yung article na nakita ko yan. This is from the Times of India. Okay, also published just today, October 20, 2025. Ang sabi, nearly 2,000 Indians deported from Canada in 2024, work and study prospects at risk as immigration laws tightened. Okay, tighten. So sabi ko, uy, meron bang bagong data? Diba? So of course, I checked that and later on, in just a bit, I will share with you yung nakita ko doon. It's not necessarily new because guys, no, sa mga suki ko sigurang nanonood sa inyo, napuntahan ko na pala tong website na ito, tong data na ito, na present ko na in a different episode. Hindi lang ako nakapag-zero in sa deportations data na pinagbatayan ng report na ito. So kita nyo, di ba? Pero sige, puntahan na rin natin tong article. Sabi dito, Canada is witnessing a sharp rise in deportations of Indian nationals. Ayaw mag-highlight, ano? Impacting professionals and students. Nearly 2,000 Indians were removed in 2024, with numbers escalating. This crackdown, driven by immigration reforms, creates uncertainty for work permits, study prospects, and post-study opportunities, urging vigilance and proactive planning for those in Canada. Oh, sabi pa dito, the rising number of Indian nationals deported, ayan, na-highlight na rin. The rising number of Indian nationals deported from Canada is sending ripples across professional and student communities, raising concerns about career opportunities, work visas, and study prospects. According to Canadian Border Services Agency or CBSA data, nearly 1,997 Indians were forcibly removed in 2024. At ito na, ang sagot doon sa aking title. It's second only to Mexicans. So no, it is not India. Okay, hindi po ang India ang bansang nakakakita ng mga citizens nito na nasa Canada na nade-deport in the largest numbers. Hindi po. It's actually Mexico. O, diba? Sige, puntahan natin po yung CBSA data, no? Teka, nakalimutan ko na naman ilagay. Yan. Sa chart po na ipapakita ko sa inyo, makikita natin na mukhang bumibilis ang proseso ng pag-deport ng CBSA. At least kung pagbabatayin lang po yung bilang na napapadeport na or napadeport na this 2025. Yan, ito po yan. This is from CBSA. Ayan, removals data by citizenship. Sige, akit lang natin. Ayan, Canada Border Services Agency Removals Program Statistics. Doon tayo sa table 7.1. Yan. Total enforced removals by top 10 citizenships. By the way, alam mo, i-clarify lang pala natin, ang pagpapadeport, napupunta lang po sila sa numbers, sa data na ito, kung napadeport sila. Hindi po porke ikaw ay nawala ng status or nahirapan na sa pag-secure ng iyong PR dito tapos umuwi ka, you are not considered deported. Wala, hindi ka mag-i-exist dito sa data na yan. Usually po, or actually, ang mga napupunta lang dito sa numbers na ito, yung talagang merong removal order. Okay? And hindi mabilis makakuha ng removal order. It's a long process. Okay? Talagang mag-iimbestigahan ka ng CBSA, ipapatawag ka for interviews, may reklamo sa'yo. Hindi lang po yan actually sa out of status or non-compliance sa iyong permits. Okay? Later on, I will also discuss with you yung mga dahilan kung bakit napapadeport ang mga tao dito. So kasi yung konteksto nung article, parang ngayon na maraming natatakot daw na mga students and professionals dito in Canada na baka mapadeport sila. Hindi naman po sila ipapadeport ng ganun-ganun lang. Although ang panawagan dito, kapag ikaw ay mawala ng status, dapat ipadeport ka. Well, we don't see that happening yet. Kasi nga, ang inaasahan lang po ng mga opisyal ng Canada ay you voluntarily leave. Yan ang siste dito. They expect you to voluntarily leave. And I think the only time that you will face removal proceedings is if talagang mahuli ka sa isang raid or something, an immigration check, makita ka dyan, may magsumbong sa'yo. So far, with how things are working, that's the only time that you may actually be issued a removal order eventually. Okay? Ang dami ko nang sinabi. O sige, puntahan na nga natin itong chart na ito. Okay. Total enforced removals by top 10 citizenships. Ayan. Ay, removals by data citizenship. Covering the period 2019 to 2025. July 2025. Ayan na to. Yung nasa baba. Okay. And I'm happy to report, wala po ang Philippines sa top 10. Yay! I guess nandito lang tayo. Aggregated sa lahat ng remaining nationals. O, diba? Walang numbers for the Philippines. O, sige. Para sa mga nagtatanong sa inyo dyan. O, puntahan natin from 2019 to 2025. Alam mo, halos pareho lang po yung top 10. Sila-sila lang rin mismo ang nagpapalitan ng ranking. Puntahan natin yung last few years, no? 2023, 2024, 2025. Oh. Ang may pinakamarami pong napapadeport ay galing Mexico. Oh. 2023, mahigit 3,000. 2024, mahigit 3,000 din. And sa July, as of July 2025, 2,678 na. Okay. Kung iisipin ninyo, it's just a little more than half the year. Malapit na doon sa total na napadeport from nagaling Mexico 2024 and 2023. Diba? Malapit na. So I guess this tells us na yung rate ng deportations ay bumibilis. Same with India. Tignan ninyo. 2023, more than 1,000. 2024, almost 2,000, 1997. Ito yung nasa report nila. At ngayon for 2025, again, as of July 2025, 1,891 na. Oh, almost the same nung total noong 2024. Oh, diba? Tignan natin. O yan, sa total numbers din, 2023, more than 15,000 po ang napadeport ng CBSA. 2024, more than 17,000. And so far, up to July 28, 2025, mahigit 12,697. Basahin natin yung nasa top 10 for the year 2025. Ang number 1, Mexico, India, Haiti, Colombia, Venezuela, Romania, US, China, Pakistan, and Algeria. And everybody else, including the Philippines, ay nandito na lang tayo sa remaining nationals. Okay. Ano po ang usual na dahilan? Yan, tingnan natin. Ito. Ayan. Batay dito at least, sa ongoing. Ayan. Removal in progress inventory. Okay, ito na po yung mga na-declare na inadmissible. At yan, yung reasons for their inadmissibility, yan ang nagiging dahilan para sila ay ma-issuehan ng removal order, kaya sila ipapadeport. Okay. Yung mga na-out of status, ito po yan, I believe they are in this category. Yung non-compliance sa kanilang permits. O maliit na bilang lang, 1,412 as of July 28, 2025. Yan, okay. Alam nyo kung ano ang may pinakamaraming napapadeport? Yung mga failed asylum claimants. Ayan non-compliance refugee claimants. Ang laki, tingnan nyo, mahigit 27,000. Diba? Kakarampot lang kung tutuusin yung mga napapadeport dahil sa non-compliance sa kanilang mga permits. Diba? Sumunod dyan yung may criminality, 1,315 ang napaalis. And other reasons, ito rin pala, misrepresentation, ayan. Siguro mga nagsisinungaling sa kanilang immigration applications. May 400 plus na napadeport. As of July 28, 2025. Pag sinabi po palang removal in progress, hindi pa po ito nakakaalis ng Canada. In progress pa lang. Kung gusto nyo malaman yung data ng mga napaalis na talaga, ito po yan, yung tinatawag na enforced removals na talaga. Ito yan, total enforced removals by inadmissibility type. So dito makikita ninyo na yun na nga, talaga po may pick up yung pace this 2025. Puntahan natin to for the whole year of 2014, dun sa mga failed refugee claimants, total na na-enforce ay 14,000 plus. Dito naman po, for 2025 so far, July 2028, 2025, ay mahigit 10,500 na. Same dun sa mga non-compliance sa kanilang permits, ayan, or status, nawala ng status, 2,320 lang noong 2024. And so far in 2025, mahigit 1,400 na. Meron pong mga naniniwala na maaaring magpatuloy yung faster pace ng pagpapadeport. Well, faster is subjective, no? Depende yan kung ano ba ang gusto nyong makitang performance ng CBSA. Pero may mga naniniwalang mukhang mas marami daw na magpapadeport. Dahil, okay, kakabalita lang, ang CBSA daw mag-hire ng additional 1,000 officers to help with its operations. Kung ano ang magiging task ng officers na yan, hindi pa po natin alam kung ilan sa kanila ang mapupunta, let's say, sa mga, or maa-assign sa mga immigration checks, tulad ng ginawa sa Calgary last week na nagresulta sa pagkahuli ng 4 na undocumented workers. We will wait and see kung ano ang plano ng CBSA po para sa kanilang new hires. Mismong si Mark Carney, no? Prime Minister Mark Carney ang nag-announce yan. So it gives you the impression na it's being taken more seriously itong mga trabaho ng CBSA. Pero tingnan natin. Maiksi lang to, no? Itong episode na ito. What do you think? Before I end this episode pala, no? Gusto ko tanungin. I was actually surprised. Hindi ako aware na marami po pala mga Mexicans ang pinapadeport din na nandito sa Canada. I did a little research, but please help me out. Enlighten me if you know why Mexicans are at the top of the list. Ano po ba usually ang ginagawa nila dito? Baka meron kayong idea bakit? Are they also engaged in a lot of fraud? Okay? Or is it because, according to my Google, ang Mexico po pala may non-visa agreement with Canada. They don't need a visa, instead electronic travel authority lang. So mas madali i-secure, in short, mas madali daw sila makapasok dito. So by the sheer volume of them coming in, I guess may relationship yan sa mga nagsistay dito without permits. Okay, ang alam ko mukhang marami din po pala sa kanila nagki-claim ng asylum at nagfe-fail. Is that the only reason? Please let me know if you know more, no? Okay, I will end this episode here, short but sweet. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!